Hello, everyone. Welcome to Stream and Hub Radio. I am Sage Stevens, the host of Shout Out with Sage. Today, we're joined by a woman who brings power, presence, and purpose everywhere she goes. You know her from reality TV. You've seen her dominate the fitness world with 6 wins, and now she's inspiring a whole new audience as an author. She has a new book coming out that's launching this Friday, Feb 6th at Book Soup here in West Hollywood. And please help me welcome the unstoppable, the multifaceted Athena Vos. Hey, Athena, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you so much for the sweet introduction.
No worries, no worries. You've built a very powerful presence across reality TV, fitness, and now writing. What part of your journey feels most defining for you right now?
Right now, or I guess how I'm going into the next chapter of my life, how every moment led me here.
Mhm.
Every moment led me to the exact position that I'm in right now to accomplish my next goal. So I'm really excited to launch my book. And tomorrow, Friday, I have a big book talk and signing at Book Soup in West Hollywood, which was just so iconic to have my book talk there. And I'm so excited.
Why did you pick that title? I want you to say the title because I think it's
Mhm.
very distinctive.
Yes. So I chose the title This Is My Era. As in, this is my era for whoever is reading it. I want them to feel that it's finally their time, that every moment brought them there to live their life in this moment and to forget whatever happened in your past and just know now is your time to shine. Now is your time to be the greatest, most beautiful, most talented, special person this year. You are the best version of yourself now. No more waiting, no more asking anyone for permission. It's your time now.
How did you overcome that yourself? Did you ever feel like you had to ask permission or have to wait?
My whole life, but really I lost myself after college. I was the happiest person, and when as soon as I graduated, my mom goes into a coma, and then I see the real world for what it is, and it was very difficult and very challenging to be 21 years old dealing with my mom who's dying and being the only person to care for her. And then I allowed the world to put me down. So whenever someone heard me laugh, whenever someone saw me how happy I was, they would ridicule me and say, "What's wrong with you? Why are you so happy? Why are you dressed so nice? Why are you in heels?" And it just, because I was in such a low point, seeing my mom dying and then having negative talk around me, it really got to me. And then I stopped being myself. I stopped wearing my heels. I stopped wearing my makeup. I stopped smiling. I stopped laughing. I stopped being bubbly. And then I'm like, who am I? Like, that's not me.
Right.
So I developed this book to show people who are struggling and to just be themselves, and I give them the blueprint how to become your best self.
How did you overcome that yourself to
Mhm.
not let other people pressure you into being something that you didn't feel innately was you?
It was actually when I went on The Bachelor. So it's crazy because when you go on a reality show, I don't know if anybody knows this, but you don't have a pen and paper, you don't have a phone, you can't talk to anyone, you can't call anyone, you can't do anything. You can't even know what time it is. It's almost like an isolation camp. It's like a
Oh,
prison. It's a form of prison, which I'm not complaining about. I am grateful for the opportunity, but I'm just letting you know how isolating it is. And when you're isolated, all you really have are your thoughts.
mm.
So I was on this show for 6 months. Imagine 6 months in isolation with your own thoughts. When the other,
You might go a little, yeah, it might be.
well, the other girls did go a little, ha ha ha. They were losing it. They were losing it. But I chose gratitude. And every morning I would wake up and I would say, I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm so grateful that I have my own way of eating. I don't need a feeding tube because my mom had a feeding tube. She couldn't eat. She had a trach in her throat. So there's some people who are not as lucky as us. So it's like, why are we complaining? Why are we so sad? Let's just be grateful for what we do have. And then in that time, I was asking for a sign. What should I do? How do I become happier? And asking the universe to help me actually did help me. And from those moments, I said, I will never, ever be accepted anything less than the best. I won't accept mistreatment ever again. And I'm going to build the life that I want. And I was actually a math teacher at the time, and I never wanted to be a math teacher. And then I actually was forced to quit my job on the show. We went past filming, past August. It was only supposed to be until August. I was supposed to go back in September, teach the kids. Nope. They made me, my one phone call was to the school to quit.
My one phone call, you were in prison.
Well, they didn't even allow that phone call. I had to beg them to quit.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, how am I not going to show up for my students? They're high school math students. They need me. I need to at least let them know to hire someone else. So it kind of, it forced me out of that position, but I overcame it because I was able to think about all my thoughts and find solutions. So being on The Bachelor with nothing, I had to think of solutions. How do I get better at this? How do I get better at that? How can I achieve what I want? And every day I would just think what I could do better to achieve my dreams. And when I got off of the show and I was on the plane coming back to New York, I made my blueprint. This is what I'm going to do to achieve this. This is what I want. This is how I'm going to do it. Then I moved to LA.
How was the process moving to LA?
I knew that I had to just get out. If you plan and you plan and you plan, you're not going to do it. You're too comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. I went on a traveling spree myself, and my parents were like, "Oh, why don't you wait for someone to go with you?" And I'm like, if I waited for someone, I'd never leave. You just have to do it. You have to go. So yes. So back to your travels to LA.
Absolutely true. You're never going to do it. So I went back to New York after I finished filming, and I donated everything I had to charity. And I even left my car in my driveway, and I just took the next plane out. I don't even know where the car is. I just left it. I'm like,
someone might be driving it. Someone's like, "Hey, thank you. You'll find it. You'll find it later."
Hey, from where I came from, I wouldn't be surprised if it was hot wired and stolen.
Okay. What was your background like? What is your background like? Because we see the glitz and the glamour of all the LA, reality star, and driving down Sunset Boulevard and all that. But but most of us have come from somewhere else here. What was your background like?
Yeah, so that's such a good question. Everyone sees how happy I am and how joyous I am, and it's all genuine. But the reason why I'm so happy is because I finally feel free. I'm finally free of, honestly, the miserable life that I had. It was such a difficult life. And what I share in the book is I didn't move to LA from New York. I escaped for a chance to no, I did. I needed to survive. I escaped.
From Alcatraz. No,
It's true. And when your environment is so awful, you feel trapped, completely trapped. Like you have internal shackles on your leg, on every limb that you have. So the fact that I'm finally free, I'm free of all the negativity. I'm free of the anger. I'm free of all the screaming and yelling in New York. I'm free of all how mean everyone was. And it's just, I finally feel happy that I saved myself. I'm no longer in this terrible life, and I accepted it. I was the victim. Why me? Nope. Now I'm just like, no. If somebody comes at me with an attitude, nope, not today, my friend. I hope you find peace. And then I go in my car and play the music, and now I'm happy. Where in the past I would just cry.
Right. So were you bullied, or what? Or people just didn't like? Was it family, outside people? Were you bullied? And how?
It was by everyone, pretty much. It was family, family, friends, strangers, but it was more so everyone who never really knew me, who didn't know me at all, never actually sat down to talk to me, to get to know me. And I guess things about me would trigger other people. I was always called too extra, too much for everyone. They couldn't handle my happy laughs. They couldn't handle how loud my laugh is and how much. It's true.
You have a distinctive laugh, but it's very joyous. But
oh, thank you.
It's like...
Thank you. Coming out to Los Angeles, everyone tells me how joyous my laugh is and how happy it makes them. When I was on The Bachelor, the whole world messaged me after saying how much they love my laugh and how much joy and happiness I bring to their life. So I realized that I'm not the problem. That was just angry, miserable people who didn't want me to be happy because they weren't happy. And I never saw that. I thought that I was the problem. I thought that there's something wrong with me. Why? No, those people were just not happy. And it was a bad timing. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time all the time. So I decided to just change my life and go to a place that made me happy. And even though it's the hardest place is Los Angeles, it doesn't matter, because I'd rather work 10 times hard in a place where I enjoy than be mediocre in a place where I hate.
Right. Do you find that those people that bully you said, like, obviously they're miserable in their lives, but you said that you trigger something. I think that there's people, when you're different and you see the world as an opportunity, which you do, and I do myself, I see it as an opportunity, and obviously bad things have happened to both of us, but we're not going to let it, squash us down. Do you feel that those people are jealous and envious? And what can you do to, maybe change that?
I didn't realize why until many years later, until an ex-friend, slipped out something once. And it was along the lines where I can relate it to Cinderella, when the stepmother, the human Cinderella, that was, I think, the 2015 one. And Cinderella was in her room crying, scrubbing the floors, and the mom came in, the stepmom, and she said, Cinderella told the stepmom, "Why do you hate me so much? Why are you so mean to me? Why?" And then the stepmother said, "Because you're just so good, and I'm so," and then closed the door.
Right.
So I had a friend actually say almost the same thing to me. And that's what was like a realization. I was like, wow, they see how pure my soul is, how like much I just want to love people and just be so kind and just so pure and happy. And that some people are not pure and happy, and they hate that I am because they just hate themselves so much. So that's why, and it's not their fault, because they also had trauma. They just don't know how to deal with it. They hate their life. They hate their job. They hate their situation. Maybe they hate their relationship. So it's not their fault they're in that position, but it is their fault for not taking charge of their own life. But sometimes people aren't strong enough. Sometimes they just don't believe in themselves that they can. That's why I make it my mission to always help people do what they want to do what makes them happy, quit that job, because then they wouldn't be so angry, hurting other people who are good.
Right, exactly. Did you find any of that on The Bachelor or on the other reality shows? How do the people deal with you there?
The same situation keeps happening. That has led me straight from New York as well, in the sense where every time somebody doesn't know who I am, they automatically assume things about me. Automatically. Both on The Bachelor, they all thought I was dumb. All of them thought I was dumb. They thought I was the biggest imbecile ever. Meanwhile, who's the imbecile now?
To let people, I'm going to interrupt you, because just to let people know, you're a mathematician, and I went to a screening of a film that you did, and your students gave some testimony to how great of a teacher you are, and I was horrible at math. So, like, I have to say, you're definitely not stupid and definitely not an imbecile.
Thank you. neither are you.
Thank you. But yeah, so go back to the math or whatever
Yes.
we were talking about.
So same thing. Whenever someone doesn't get to know me, they automatically assume. But as soon as someone has one conversation with me, instantly, it's very quick that their perception will change. But you have to be willing to hear me when I'm talking, because sometimes I talk and people just assume and they're not hearing. They're just one ear in, one ear out. That's it. So when I went on the second TV show, I went in there playing the dumb blonde on purpose. So no one would suspect that I'm smart, so I can win the game. But then I realized that you had to work with people and form allies so that you can win. I thought I could do it alone. I couldn't. But when I tried to gain people's trust, not one person, not even one, trusted that I was smart enough to get out. Even after the show was over and we stopped filming, I said, guys, I'm really a mathematician, I swear. And they're like, Athena, give it up. The show's over. I'm like, I have so many degrees, I swear. Till this day, they would not believe that I'm actually smart. I played such a good job playing the dumb blonde. Give me an Oscar. Like, seriously?
I don't know if can a reality show get an Oscar? I don't know.
I should get one. I played dumb so good. I can't. You can't convince anybody. If somebody wants to hear me, they will hear me. If they don't, they don't. It's not my problem. I used to let it bother me. I don't care. Those are just little signs that those are not the people for me, and that's okay.
How do you stay grounded when your life becomes entertainment for others? Like, how do you deal with that?
I make sure that I show up for myself, because I notice when I keep doing too much for other people, it eventually gets to me. So I need to make sure that I do my non-negotiables. Like, I have to go to the gym. I have to make sure that I do my affirmations. I need to make sure that I have at least one day a week where I go to the beach and I breathe the ocean air and I walk the beach. Like, I have to do those things so that I can be okay, because it becomes too overwhelming. But seeing everybody's comments, even though it's hard for me to answer, I answer everybody on my own. So when I do answer, it reassures me what I'm doing is worth it, because I don't get paid to post everything that I do. I don't get paid to do any of that. It's brand deals, So I'm doing that. Yeah, I'm doing that for my platform so that people can gain some knowledge, people can gain some more inspiration, and just see, okay, I did it. You can do it too. And my dumb little videos of me dancing, people tell me it makes their whole day.
Yes, they're very sweet. And yeah, if you're having a bad day, anyone that can bring a smile to your face or make you chuckle. I mean, I watch things on Instagram or whatever, and I'm like, oh, thanks for the chuckle. Like if you're watching, flipping through, and it makes you laugh. I mean, that's something to commend, especially nowadays when everything's like, oh God, there's a lot of drama going on. So, what part of your personal life do you protect no matter what, and what do you definitely protect from the cameras?
Nothing.
It's all free.
I'm so raw. I literally had to give myself to my audience, because I really just stopped caring. Like, I always stopped caring like a few years ago when I started this journey, but now I'm just at a point where I don't care. If I need to share everything about myself to help someone else grow and to help them connect with me, I'm going to do it. Like, I was so humiliated for years about what I used to look like that I never showed pictures until about a month ago. I started sharing who I used to be, how hating myself, how allowing others to put me down and then hating myself made me look physically. Like, I was just a different person. That person died. And I finally posted a video of me dancing 10 years ago when my mom was dying. she came out of the coma that year, so she was out. But it was a video of me dancing, and then I put a video of me dancing now. It got over 1 million views in like 3 days.
Oh, wow.
Like, I think it has like 30,000 likes and like 5,000 comments, like 6,000 sends. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I couldn't believe it. That's something that I didn't want to share. So for me, I would say that's the missing piece that I've held from everyone all these years, was who I used to be physically, in imagery. And now everyone sees.
Yes. What made you go from that to what you are now? Was there a definite like line? Was there a definite day? How did you go from that person to you're now a 6-time winning bodybuilder? Like, when did that happen?
Yeah. So again, that happened on The Bachelor when being in isolation like that for 6 months, like everyone sees, oh, cameras, you're having so much fun. No, it's very challenging, especially when, you don't have the food you want to eat. You can't go where you want to go. It showed me, because that's also after my mom died. So after my mom died, I get a big realization that life is short. But being in isolation like that with nothing, like if you needed a razor because you're too hairy on your legs, sorry, next time we can go to the market to get you a razor. All right, if that's in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, good luck to you. So, yeah.
So you got a little hairy on the show.
Oh, I did get hairy. Yeah. I still got chosen, so I have blonde hair, so naturally too. Lucky me. So yeah, it just showed me that life is too short to wait. If you don't do it now, you may not wake up tomorrow. What are you waiting for? Like all the people who save their money for retirement, for a just in case, save your money for a rainy day, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? My mom died at 53 years old, and all the money she had went to her funeral. So it's bullshit. I don't believe in that. I believe in enjoying your life every minute that you can. If you got dreams and goals, work every day towards those dreams and goals. You got to make sacrifices, but they're worth it. It doesn't matter. Make sacrifices every day. I don't even talk to the people that I love. I don't even see anyone that I really love, because I'm so focused on my goals that I want to make it happen now. So since I decided that I'm going to change my life, in the last 4 years, I moved to LA 4 years ago. In 4 years, I became a 2-time author, 6-time bodybuilding champion. I went to the Olympia. I had 3 podcasts. I produced short films. So many different things I've done. It's just crazy in 4 years.
Right. You definitely had a vision and you went for it. Did you ever listen to any, like, have people said, oh, what are you doing? Why are you choosing this? Or does everyone just sort of let you be and go with the flow?
In New York, that's how it was. I've gotten told pretty awful things. I'm crazy. There's something wrong with me. I need to seek help, blah, blah, blah. It's not realistic. My own fiance told me that. He also told me, you'll never be anything more than a math teacher. Just get over yourself. You just don't have the talent. Sorry, love. And but that was then. Now I have to say that I'm very, very grateful that I pretty much shown up so much that people can't ignore me. And they actually, the people who would hate on me now look up to me.
Okay.
And I get so many beautiful messages about how much everyone can't wait to see what my next move is. Like, they're so excited to see what I'm going to do next, because I've really proven myself these last 4 years. Like they always say, if Athena says she's going to do something, she is going to do it. And now.
Exactly. When it comes to fitness and bodybuilding, is there anything you would tell women before they started?
Yes. Don't join a gym. If you've never been to a gym, do not join a gym. You are setting yourself up for failure, because you're going to get intimidated. Most people, of course, there's always your few percentage who this doesn't work for, but how I teach is like how I teach my students. I get students from a 30 average to a 95 average because I transition them properly in small steps.
Mm-hmm.
For women who don't know anything about weights or the gym, if you throw a woman into the gym that's never been there, she's going to look at all the other bodies, see everybody else knowing what they're doing, and then she's going to look at herself not knowing what to do, not feeling great about herself, feeling fat, as they would say,
right.
unattractive, and then they go for a few days and give up. No, I believe in working out at home, getting the self-confidence at home first for up to 21 days, or as long as they feel, when they feel ready. First week, do 10-minute workouts from YouTube. Do your own do some squats, some crunches, just little short exercises, not long, and fix your diet. When you start looking in the mirror and you start seeing the scale go down, you gain confidence. And then slowly but surely, I would say on month 2, then you go to a physical gym. And then you find either a trainer or an accountability partner that makes you show up at a certain time.
Right.
And then when you're ready, you wean yourself off of them so you don't have to depend on anyone. Then you can do it yourself because now you're confident. You lost some weight. You're starting to look better. Now you've developed a habit that you cannot stop. And that's what is in my Athena formula on H for habits in my book.
Very cool. I go to the gym. Well, I used to go to the gym. Yeah. Like I know that it's not that I feel fat. I just get anxiety around all those people. I mean, I know I'm not in my best shape right now, but like I just get anxiety.
You look beautiful. Sage, you look so beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you. But yeah, so I understand, like, especially for other people who haven't even been to a gym, that could be very intimidating and definitely. Yes. Cool. Thanks. Is there any other tip you would give someone? Like, how important is diet compared to actually working out?
Okay, so it's the most important part. Yes, it's the most important part. However, the fact that you already showed up, going to the gym was hard, that's a win. And if I put too much on your plate, not just you, like anyone, if you put too much on your plate at once, I got to fix my diet, I got to fix my cardio, I got to make sure I go to the gym. If you do all that, you're going to be becoming so overwhelmed that you're just going to give up. Like, I would say to slowly transition yourself to diet, never hardcore. You're going to fail. There's a reason why people lose weight and they gain it all back. They haven't developed the habit. They need to develop the habit. So they have to make sure that they get in their protein no matter what. And then slowly start cutting their carbs and replacing it with healthy carbs. But timing your meals is very important to have protein. I would say if you want to focus on diet, don't go too hard in the beginning. Slowly take out the negative foods. And fruits have hidden sugar, by the way. They're so bad for you.
Yes.
Like no bodybuilders. Yeah, they don't have fruit. But yeah, most important thing, eat protein after your workout so that your body, you're feeding your muscles, and it'll help. If you don't have protein actually after you've done weights, there's no point.
Really? Okay, good to know. Good to know this.
Mm-hmm. It's a complete waste.
You've built influence across multiple platforms, fitness, reality TV, now with your writing. What made you write this book? Like, what was the inspiration for it?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's my second book, and my first book I gave you, it's called F It. When you want a better life, but don't know where to start here.
I just didn't want you to swear.
I didn't think,
Okay,
so
let's do that again.
Yeah. So my first book is called F It, When You Want a Better Life, but Don't Know Where to Start Here. And that book is showing you how to change your life and find yourself who you want to be. The second book is the blueprint, how to do all of that, how to achieve becoming the best version of yourself using my formula, the Athena formula. So we have A is the awakening. We have T for transformation. We have H for habits. We have E for empowerment, and for nurture, A for ascension. So through it, I have all journal prompts and affirmations. I have let go rituals. You have to let go of a lot of stuff and let go of the people holding you back in order to achieve your highest self. And that book, This Is My Era, shows you how to do all of that. I even give tips to my beauty secrets and things that I've done to physically glow up as well, and how important it is to feel good on the inside as much as the outside. Like if you're a girl, like you got to get your hair and your nails done. You have to do your makeup. It's like, it makes you feel pretty, and it overall makes you happier, and it makes you thrive, and even makes you more money.
Yes, I always like, I tell people I'm a cat. I like to be pampered and like to bask in the sun and be pampered. Yes.
Yes, we like that.
Yeah, exactly. This Is My Era, your new book that's coming out. You're having a book launch. Tell us a bit about your launch, where, when, all the details.
I'm so excited because Friday is my book launch for This Is My Era, The Glow Blueprint. It's going to be at Book Soup in West Hollywood, February 6th at 7 p.m. We're going to have a nice red carpet. We're going to have photographers, videographers, and I'm going to do a signing and a talk, and of course, photo ops.
Your book adds a new dimension to how people will see you. What do you hope they take away from that?
From the book, or me personally?
From the book.
From the book, I want them to know that they can change their life and they could be whoever they want to be. I was once a math teacher, and now I'm doing everything under the sun that I've ever wanted to do. So if I can just have that normal everyday job of a math teacher and then become who I am today, then you can do whatever you want. Like, I'm not the only one. I'm not any more special than you. You can do it too.
Right. What is one chapter you think will surprise people when they read it?
I would say the very first few pages. I was very raw. I've said things in that book that I've never said publicly, not even on social media. And I knew that I had to share the truth and what I've been through in writing so that they know where I came from. And I wasn't lucky. I made my own luck.
How do you define strength?
Strength all comes from your mind. It's all in your mind. And it's all about believing that you can change, believing that you can change your environment, believing you can make more money. If you don't believe that you can do all that, you won't go anywhere. I'm very grateful to have a strong mind. And I would say it was my mom who gave it to me.
Yes, I know your mom was very important to you. And yes. Is there someone that was very pivotal in your life that helped you get to where you are now? Someone you'd like to give a shout out to, since it is Shout Out with Sage, sort of the premise of the show?
Yes. I would like to say thank you to my ex-fiance who told me I could never do it.
I think the lady from Shark Tank has a similar story.
No way.
Yeah, that her fiance or her boyfriend was really negative or stole her business or something, and so that was her inspiration to get to where she's going. Yes, there's always someone that helped you or kicked you down the stairs, one or the other.
He pushed me into greatness. What can I tell you?
Hey, thank you.
Thank you very much.
What do you believe are the necessary steps to be successful?
The steps to be successful is to, number one, work on yourself. Number two, get rid of anyone in your life who doesn't believe in you and who's not your biggest supporter. I have an exercise in my book called Who Can Sit at My Table? And I show you who can sit at your table. Right. And I give you a breakdown of who deserves it, because sometimes we don't even know who it is that doesn't belong and why it's affecting our life. Because even if you don't see them, you cannot see them for a year, but subconsciously their little negative energies are in the back of your head. And in order to grow, you have to completely remove what doesn't serve you. It could be a friend, it could be a boyfriend, it could be a family member. They gotta go. They gotta go. So yeah, check out the exercise in the book. Whoever's coming to the launch.
Yes, I have a similar analogy. Mine's a boat. Like, people are either helping you row to shore, they're either steering the wrong direction, and they could be like putting holes in the boat to make it sink. So yes, you have to like know who's there to help you. So
it's yeah. I realized that I had to let very close people go when someone asked me. I shouldn't say this on air. I
want to know now.
Man. Yeah. All right. Fuck it. Should I just say it?
Go for it.
Yeah. I would say about my life, where like I would jump in front of a bus to save my family, but they would be the one to push me in front of it.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's rather...
It's pretty bad. When I said that out loud, I was like, wow, that's bad. What's wrong with me? Sometimes I don't realize how I'm feeling, and then I'll just blurt out something like that. I'm like, whoa, I guess I know now.
Well, it's very vulnerable. People, we're raised in society, oh, my family's great. And even if it's not, you're not really supposed to talk about it. So especially to say something so raw as that, it's going to definitely affect people, and they're going to flow. So when you're unfiltered, it can be very triggering to other people. So
if someone doesn't support you and they want to harm you physically, emotionally, and they want you to suffer, that is not your family. They don't deserve a spot in your life or a seat at your table. That is not your family. And I've learned that. Because for years, be like, oh no, but blood is thicker than... No, it's not. Not when they want to see you suffer. No, it's not. And I really learned that the hard way.
I would agree. I don't have the best relationship with parts of my family. So.
And that's okay. Sometimes people don't belong in your life. Mm-hmm. And you're meant to spread the joy and happiness into other people's lives who do love you. And I realized that.
Mm-hmm. What would your biggest advice be to someone who was maybe having a hard time with their life and wanting to make that transition into something else? What would your biggest tip be to them?
Don't stop cold turkey. You got to get out. Have a little bit of a plan. Have a little bit of a plan, faith, and just pure belief. For example, when I came out to LA, I just hopped on a plane, but I knew I wanted to leave my job. So I saved up money before I quit. I was able to quit because I saved money. I actually had multiple jobs. I rented out multiple rooms in my house. I even created a partition wall, and I slept in the living room so that I can rent out every room, rented out the basement, rented out everything, stacked up the money, moved to LA.
What would your biggest advice be to someone, or your biggest tip be to someone that is moving to LA and how to handle all this?
Have a plan before you get here, because the money will run out faster than you'll drink some water. It'll run out fast. 100K, you'll be in the poorhouse very soon. It's not enough. You need a steady job here. You cannot... There's so many people who they think they're going to just find gigs. No, you can't just get by on gigs. Gigs are one-offs. You're going to be suffering for money. I would rather be a barista in like a Starbucks for minimum wage than make thousands of dollars being a videographer for a high-end place, because that's a one-off. Yeah, you get the thousands of dollars for your gig, but it's over. What are the odds you're going to find a new one? There's so many people to choose from. That's not consistent money. But working at Starbucks is consistent money. You definitely have the job. Even though it's not ideal, it doesn't matter. Suck it up. Put your pride aside. Do it. When I got out here, I walked dogs and I picked up their shiitake mushrooms. And because I refused to teach. I refused. I was like, I'm not going to go back to teaching. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to live my dream and be a successful movie star, but it did not happen. So
it didn't happen right away. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I know. So whatever. Do that. Get a steady job, even if it's minimum wage, at least a steady. 2, do not get a lease on your own. Get roommates. Do not waste your money in your rent. It's stupid. Wasting your time. Find roommates who will elevate you, where you'll all do stuff together and you'll network together. You'll get invited to different places. Go live with somebody who's already been here so they can show you the ropes. Have your little inn so you don't feel isolated and then want to run back home.
Right. What is a book you would recommend that every woman should read, other than your own?
Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
Okay. And why is that?
Because it's the power of belief that no matter how much odds are against you, you can win. For example, he gives a beautiful story about his little son who had no ears. And everyone says, sir, your son's not going to hear. There's no ears. It's impossible, son. There's no eardrums. Okay. Every day he believed. And then one day his son heard with no ears. Anything is possible. Anything. There's a book on Joe Dispenza, but it's too complicated, even for me. Like the words are so tiny. The book is so thick. It's just so intimidating.
Which book is this by Joe Dispenza?
Becoming Supernatural.
Becoming Supernatural.
Yeah, it's a good one, but it's too much. Even the audiobook, it is too much for me. If something's too much for me, I can't handle it. So I work what's best for me. But he said something similar where there was a woman who was bedridden. And every day she just said, I'm so sick every day. So she got more sick, more bedridden. But one day she decided she's not anymore. And then she got better. So yeah, you create your own miracles.
What is a reality TV moment that you'd like to relive or erase?
Well, I won The Bachelor, so I'm happy with that. I would say the last show I was on, which I'm on right now, Hulu, Got to Get Out. I would say to make more connections with the people on the show, like the other cast members. I just feel very sad that they never got a chance to know who I am. Because I liked a lot of them. I thought a lot of them were so wonderful, and I wish they knew who I am. I wish they knew that I'm a pure soul that really cares about people and that just wants to help the world, and I'm not just some dumb bimbo with big boobies that just walks around in tight little dresses like a malaka, you know? I wish they knew who I am. Like that kind of sucks. I think they know to like a little bit now because of my social media, but if they only knew up close, it's just like, it would be so different. I wish they knew me.
Right. What else did you learn from being in the reality TV world?
There's a lot of liars out there. I come in with like a nice, happy-go-lucky attitude, and then I come in and see so many lies, and I'm just like, ugh. It's annoying because I don't like putting myself in situations. I like being next to people who's like me, who's happy, who's like honest, and you know, I want to elevate myself with other people who are like me, or even above me. You know, that sounds weird. Like that, I aspire to be like.
Look up to that. You want to ascend to. They inspire you or something. Yes.
Exactly. Like so, like the fact I'm forced to be with some people who are like lying and not very nice. Like on The Bachelor, they were so mean. They're so mean. They're always so angry.
Do you think they're like that in real life, or they were just doing that? Okay.
They were like that off camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably why they got cast. What was the casting process like?
For which show?
For The Bachelor.
I got hired walking my dog on Rodeo Drive on the spot.
Okay. And what was your casting process for Got to Get Out?
Oof. That was a 6-month process.
Oh, wow.
6 months. It was long, interview after interview after interview after interview, all the time. But honestly, the best part of it was meeting my long lost soul sister. Mary is my long lost soul sister.
Okay. And why is that?
She sees me. She saw me when she never even met me. And she believed in me. She saw exactly who I am. I didn't have to convince anybody. I didn't have to show anything. Like, she just knew who I am. And she believed in me so much. And I feel so lucky that that I met her and that she believed in me and told the, producers at Disney about me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Talking about being seen, do you find living in LA and being in reality and then trying to date, how does that work?
Oh, I don't date.
No.
It's fine for me. It's easy for me because I don't do it. I don't do it. I've got so many things on my plate. I can't entertain a guy. I'm celibate. I'm good. I'm good.
So you don't even go out for dinner or anything?
Yes, I go out for dinner, but with people like you.
Oh,
not a man. I'm good.
Okay.
No way.
So no dates, no apps, no nothing.
Nope.
So what happens when you go out with someone like me, or like, you were so generous and came to celebrate my birthday with me. So let's say at a party or an event or something, you meet some guy and he's hot and he's like, and he asks you out. Are you going to say yes? Or
I already have an answer for that. I use it all the time. I say, I'm in a season of me. I'm not entertaining any guys right now. Sorry.
And how do the men take that?
Oh, they hate it. I just walk away. I don't care. Sorry. You're not going to be a little interruption of my next blessing. Goodbye. Nope.
The season of me. Okay. I have to remember that. Okay. So with that, let's, you have your book launch on Friday at Book Soup. Yes. I will be there to see you. Can't wait for it. Anything else we should know before we wrap it up for the day?
You touched on everything. I loved it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And how do we find you on social media?
Yes, you can find me on all platforms, the same name, at I am Athena, ATHENA Vas.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us today on Shout Out with Sage, and we will see you next time. Bye, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay.